Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to a Sneakers Insight video. And in today's video, I wanted to answer a question that I had seen on the Google. Why are Jordans so special? What makes them so special? What makes them so unique? And I guess you have to understand things from a sneakerhead's perspective. Like, you have the greatest basketball player of all time, or one of the greatest basketball players of all time, despite or not despite, however you want to display him as, the list, because I know there are people who say this guy's better, this guy's better, this guy's better, this guy. So, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, if not the greatest basketball player of all time, this was his signature shoe from Air Jordan 1s all the way up to 13, 14. I think, no, 14. Yeah, it's 14. And then some other ones afterwards. But, anyways, the Air Jordan line, though, the Air Jordan line. And I know, and that's the thing, it has to be the Air Jordan line. Now, there are other Jordans out there that are good, they are buyable. But there's like, I know the ones that I was wearing when I was growing up, they wasn't like those ones that I have. They wasn't like these threes right here. It was like some basic like Jordan fights. So I didn't really start buying or didn't really start owning Air Jordans until I started working at this job downtown Seattle, when I had some money left over and I was able to acquire some shoes, not just some. But anyways, but yeah, so you when you like, honestly though, but when you like get into shoes, and you have to be like a sneakerhead to like really understand like the meaning behind Jordans and stuff. Like, it's something about them when you like slide the shoe on, and it just like, it kind of like it's like attached to you in a way. Like, I don't know, I'm not trying to like sound weird when I'm saying it, but at the same time it does like kind of come off as like a weird, like, way of describing it. But it's, you grow to the shoe, like, you like this shoe, this is a shoe that you build a relationship with. It's like, not to sound weird and stuff, but no, it's like, it's a shoe where it's like that. For an example, that shoe. Now, I have plenty. I know people would say like, bro, when you have one Air Jordan, like, that should be it. Like, why do you buy these same ones over and over and over again? Because it's like an addiction. It's like an addiction, but it's like a healthy addiction. If you have the money for it and stuff, yeah, it could be a healthy addiction. But it's no different than when a person, it's better than, the example that I'm about to use, but it's no different from when a person is in a casino gambling. When they're gambling, they're putting like more money in the slot machines, or they're throwing more money out on the table and stuff, and they keep gambling and gambling and gambling. That's how it is. But I feel like that when you take a gamble on some Jordans that you like they have your size, this is the color that you like, you're gonna rock these, you won. Like, it's like, you're going to win when you put your money into the shoe and stuff. So yeah, you won when you buy this shoe. And I just feel like that's what a person feels like when they buy a Jordan that they really really like, or that they really really want. Like, yeah, then they're all like, oh, I just won the lottery right here. Like, this is a dope looking Jordan. So to me personally, I feel like that's why Jordans are so special, is because they can be near and dear to a person's heart. Like, person, and they can have like some like value to it. I know there's the one YouTuber, Wear Testers, but he goes like by Nighthawk. But he was talking about, because I was watching his Air Jordan 11's video, the bread colorway, and he was talking about how his brother had gave him. And that, honestly though, that is like seriously the most heartwarming sneakerhead story that I think I've ever heard. But I think he had just met his brother for the first time. I think it had to been like his half brother or something, I don't know. But anyways, I think that's what the story was, that he had just met his brother for the first time. So they ended up hanging out. They ended up becoming like really close and stuff. And his brother had a pair of like Bread 11s, and he was just like, yo, I don't want these. Do you want them? That, to me, I was like, yeah. And that's why a person, when they would look at a pair of like Air Jordans, there's like more to it. There's just like, for me at least, I've never owned a pair of Air Jordans before. I've always had like Jordan flights, like the, you know, not the knockoff Jordans, but like the second to the Air Jordan. So like all the other Jordans and not like the line of Air Jordans. So I never had me a pair of Air Jordans. And so to be able to walk into a store or into a sneaker store and then you can like look at a pair of Air Jordans and be like, I want those, and I still have them. I just too lazy to go over there and grab them and things, but they're like those ones, but just blue and black. But anyways, but yeah, it's like, you know, I was able to like walk into the store and be able to buy a pair of Air Jordans, and I'm like, yo, like that's dope. And then you see another color, and then you're all like, I like that color, you know. Then you get that one, and then you're all like, yo, I ain't never had this Air Jordan before, so you end up getting the Air Jordan 3s, and then you're all like, I ain't never had this one, so you got end up getting the 6. My favorite Air Jordans of all times would be the infrared 6s. I had spent, I think it was like maybe a year and a half, like stalking those shoes. I was stalking them. I was looking outside the window of those shoes as it was getting dressed. Like, okay, man, I wasn't being that weird about it. But no, like, I seriously, I had really, really, like, loved the way that those shoes look. And to actually bring up a photo of them, Air Jordan 6 infrared. Humana. Okay, here we go. I'm about to bring it up here. So, this is what they look like. These black and those ones right there. So pretty much those. So yeah, I seen these and those ones look nice. But I had seen these black and red ones. Fell in love with them. I don't even like all black shoes, but I was like, these shoes, no, there's something about them that I'm like, I really do like. And so I spent like a good year and a half like waiting for these shoes to get released. And sure enough, one day they was getting released, and the backstory on those, I think I've told this story. I told this story numerous times, but I just can't remember if I've told it on like YouTube videos. But anyways, so I'm in line. This lady, she bought like 3 pairs of the shoes, I guess, to resell them. One guy, he bought a pair, and it wasn't even his size. There's one size left. There's 3 people in line. This is like moment of truth time for me, because I'm like, bro, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get these shoes, and I'm honestly going to be so sad and depressed if I don't. The lady walks out, or man, I can't remember who walked out, but it was one of the Foot Locker cashiers. They walked out, and they was like, bad news. Bad news and good news. Bad news is that we only have 1 pair left, and it's a size 10. Good news is that you can buy some raffle tickets and be able to come back here at 3 o'clock and get you a pair. And so I'm a size 10. The guy, there's this one dude that was there. He was, I think he was a size 8, and I think the other guy was a size 11. Perfect for me. Perfect. I was like, unless this guy at the size 11, unless he buys them, I'm like, well, then I'm out of luck. And so he got mad. He stormed out. The one dude, when the person was talking, he just stormed out. He didn't even give them the chance to finish. It literally felt like I was like just floating. Like it felt like I was like just I was trying to like do it, but it was like the chair. It was like I had to like lean forward and stuff. But it literally felt like I was like floating to the cash register and stuff, and like going and like buying the shoes. And so yeah, I have the shoes somewhere, but I think they might be like buried or something. Yeah, the shoes might be buried, but yeah, I was like, I bought those shoes, and I was like, bruh, I'm happy now. Like, I was like, I got my shoes, and so, yeah, I was like, bruh, yeah, that was definitely one of those days. I'm like, you know, and it's like something like that, like when you've experienced like that type of love for a shoe, like you woke up early in the morning to go get these shoes. That's what makes the Jordan so special. Like, you're in love with these shoes. You are a sneakerhead. Like, you really want or you're a Jordan sneakerhead. You know, if you just only like Jordans, then yeah, me, I'm like, I like them all. My sneaker addiction is rated E for all shoes. All right, so that makes no sense. It's rated E for every shoe. There we go. There we go. Okay, so but yeah, yeah, you know, people just love Jordans, man. It's just, you know, it has value to them. Probably people that you know, then outside of a sneakerhead, like, you know, a person that is a sneakerhead, but let's say their backstory is that they used to watch Jordan on TV. And they just like, you know, I really loved his shoes and just loved how he played and stuff and just loved everything about him. So you end up going out and you get you a pair of Jordans because it's like, this is the shoe that's like, you know, that the man that you like idolize, that, you know, he wears and stuff. So yeah, it's like people they seen these shoes on TV and they are like, oh, I want to like be like Mike and stuff, and then that's overall why they like Jordans and things. So they want to be like their favorite basketball player and stuff. So that's what makes the Jordans so special. They're more iconic than any other sneaker shoe out there. There's not really been any other sneaker shoe that has stood up to the Jordan brand. So yeah, if you sit down and think about it, if there were every basketball sneaker to ever like that's ever been released to go up against all of the Jordan shoes that was to be released, all Jordan shoes to sell out. Just like that. Just like that. Because knowing me, I'm going to definitely buy me some. All right. And yeah, it's like, people, they love their Jordans. All right. So, but anyways, but let me know why you guys love Jordans. And yeah. Overall, we can just answer this question. It could just be an ongoing answer for everybody that just wonders and stuff. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. It's been another Sneakers Insight video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.